Hope we don't miss our flight.
Dad said Ramsey told him he'd been sneaking his gun in here for months before they ever caught him. He was, like, proud of it.
Are you saying that legitimizes this oppressive denial of our right to privacy?
Grace, I didn't put these things up. Don't rag on me.
Well, I consulted with Dad, though.
That helps, Luke. Thanks.
Metal studs on my boxers. It's from my 8th grade Iron Maiden period. I haven't done a wash in a few days, so...
Details are not necessary, Rove.
Not so fast, Miss Polk.
What?
Where are you going, Mrs. Jankow?
I quit. First there were those faculty meetings, and then the politics, then the forms for the supplies, now this. I'm not teaching art in a war zone. I have a degree from Parsons. I studied with Judy Chicago. Oh, I'm sorry. Adam, you're really talented. But I'm sorry.
I didn't set off any alarm. So unless you want to sentence me to death for possession of gummy bears, I would like to go to class.
You seem very upset, Joan. Take a breath.
Fascist God? That's nice. You know, I hope that you're pleased with your work here. You're being cursed by the entire student body, you know.
I didn't do this. I merely provide choices.
Adam is just starting to do his art again, and now the teacher jets out of here. This totally sucks.
Suck is a relative term, Joan. Things could be much worse than this.
Or much better.
You're catching on. It all depends...
On our choices, yes, I know. But we don't know how things are going to turn out until after we choose, and then it's too late. This is not a good system.
Oh, it's a perfect system, Joan, but very well argued. You'll be an excellent addition to the debate team.
Debate? No. I'm already a sub-defective. You want me to devolve into a toad?
What? A lively exchange of ideas in search of the truth? Who wouldn't love that?
Me?
Next!
His name's Richard Yardley. The maintenance man found him in the alley behind the church, called the ambulance.
He's the pastor?
Must have been going home for the night when it happened. Still had his wallet untouched.
So we know the guy who did this wasn't greedy.
His skull is fractured, arm broken, collarbone, 3 ribs, internal bleeding.
Almost dead. I get it, Doc. Reverend Yardley. I'm Will Girardi, detective with the County Sheriff's Department. Do you have any idea who might have done this to you? Any idea why? Gay. Someone did this because you're gay? But he wasn't greedy.
Wow, this heightened security has really made the school function better, hasn't it, Mom?
Not now, Joan. I'm a little stressed, in case you're blind. Okay, here's your late slip, your history book, and the paper you were working on. You left them in your room this morning.
You looking through my room?
Sometimes you forget things. I was trying to help. That's what a mother does.
A helicopter, Mother. Sorry. Helicopter. Hovering, always overhead. I didn't need these today. That's why I left them in my room.
Mr. Price, can we please forgo the formality of the late slips? The teachers understand why the kids aren't in class.
You want the system to break down on the first day?
We can hope.
I want to drop art.
What? It's the only class you like, Rove. Without art to break up your day, you're gonna get all morose. And morose belongs to me.
The teacher's gone, yo. They're gonna have one lame sub after another teaching us how to draw a dog. I'll work on my own in my shed.
Adam, you need art on your transcript if you're gonna go to art school. I know that you think you don't want to go to college, but you might someday. Give yourself the option.
Option, that's good, Mom. You need them, options. I have a friend that's into options. Forget it.
Listen, Adam, Prize put me on the search for the new art teacher. I will find you a good one, I promise.
Yeah, there are tons of inspiring artists lining up to teach high school.
I'm sure there's one, and that's who I'll try to find.
I talked to the woman who lives across from the church. She was on her porch when the attack occurred. She saw some cars passing. One turned into the alley, blue American, big din on the side.
Let's show her some pictures, try and get a match for make and model.
I also talked to the church staff. They were surprised to learn the reverend was gay.
Not the guy who beat him. I mean, using the victim's blood to write this on the car. Oh yeah, we're dealing with a true believer here.
This has nothing to do with God, Will.
Not much does from the looks of this.
Okay, place your reagent in your calorimeter and put a fire under your H2O bath. Sight those molecules, people. Start that fiery tango of particles body slamming into each other. The fire.
So, did it hurt getting your navel pierced?
Dude, don't talk about my navel.
Some people find the pain very erotic. Was it?
You are foul.
Eroticism isn't a negative, Joan. It's a part of life.
Not yours.
He's right. It's a fact that the oddest things can arouse powerful feelings of, you know. I've been teaching a health class to middle school kids at the Y. They're so sweet.
After class, I'm gonna sneak off campus for lunch. Who wants to join me?
I can't. I'm joining the debate team.
What?
Excellent. I'm on the debate team.
Me too.
Yeah, I know.
Cheerleaders, chess team, now debating? There's easier ways to bring pain into your life.
I'm a joiner, okay? I like to be involved.
Becoming involved in the increasingly totalitarian regime of the school makes a mockery of involvement.
Grace, it's debate team, not North Korea.
Save your breath. Do I look like I'm on the team?
Graduated Harvard Divinity in 1989, was a chaplain during the first Gulf War, started an outreach program for at-risk kids, and took over the church last May. All things worthy of a beating. How's he doing?
He's gonna make it, but they think there was brain damage. He'll never be the same. I mean, he's gonna have a lot to deal with. I didn't mean...
It's okay. I'm just sorry me being vertically challenged makes you uncomfortable.
You know, that's getting really tiresome.
Tell me about it. You know what it's like trying to get something off the top shelf?
I'm not taking the bait this time. This is not about you being in that chair. If us getting close makes you uncomfortable...
Yeah, it was a kiss, Rebecca. One kiss.
You're right. And neither one of us can stop thinking about it. Dinner, my place, Friday night. We'll sort things out then.
The hole in the ozone is causing the level of the oceans to rise as much as 10 feet per decade.
There's no tangible evidence that polar ozone depletion is caused by human interference. In fact, the 1991 eruption of Mount Pinatubo sent more toxic chemicals into the atmosphere than anything man is doing to the environment.
Every study shows the levels of fluorocarbons rising at a steady rate.
Every study? What kind of citation is that?
Okay, ducklings. Amal, Mr. Friedman, your valid point is seriously compromised by your belligerent tone. Amend it. Okay, so, what do we think? Did affirmative properly establish significance and harm? Mystery lady.
I'm Joan. Joan Girardi. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
But I assume you have an interest in debate, or you wouldn't be here. So, who do you think was more persuasive, Miss Girardi?
Glynis? But I disagree with her.
The beauty of debate. I would imagine that eloquent oxymoron is one of the reasons you're joining us?
I'm dying to be an elegant moron.
Then in preparation for our public debate on Thursday, let's pair off while I assign the resolution. Girardi, Brooks, your topic, resolved. The new security measures at Arcadia High School create a more productive learning environment for all. You'll be pro.
Well, this is my first time. I'm totally an amateur.
Pro means that you will be arguing in favor of the security measures.
Great. Hi, I'm Joan. You should probably know I suck at debate.
So, do I. I'm Scott. Sorry you wound up with me.
Hey, it's okay. It's cool. Hate this.
What?
Stupid internet. I put in a simple search. 264,879 pages found. How does that make life any easier?
Well, what are you looking for?
Information about zero tolerance policies in schools.
Interesting topic. Are you pro or con, Joan?
I'm annoyed. As long as you're asking, can I have a bite of that? I had to skip lunch for this, remember?
Sure. Thanks.
How do you expect me to be on a debate team with someone who can't even talk? I mean, I feel bad for him and everything, but debate is really a speaking thing, you know? And there's time limits. I mean, he would get like 2 words out before the bell would go off. It's humiliating.
Well, how do you think he feels?
No eating in here, Ms. Girardi.
So this is about Scott.
Everything is connected, Joan. You should have learned that by now.
This whole inscrutable thing is getting very old, you know.
I put you in debate because it's an excellent way for people to find their own voice. So it is about Scott. Try adding more search terms. Narrow things down.
Wait. How can I cure someone stuttering in 2 days?
Miss Girardi.
Dude, you gotta forget about Grace, dude. But I get these feelings. I know it's a biological reaction, glandular and hormonal
we're not
responses.
talking biology here. We're talking psychology. You're always throwing yourself against the one gate that's locked. And why? Because you're afraid of going through the gate and enjoying the pleasures of the garden.
Hey, I'm not afraid of going through the gate.
Then why are you always walking right past the one gate that's wide open and don't tell me you don't know who I'm talking about? Honest, she's wacky for you, dude. When I took her to the dance, all she talked about was you. Extremely annoying, but it's because I was wearing cologne and everything. I can't just transfer my feelings from one person to another. Of course you can. It's built into our DNA. Did you see the look Glennis gave you in chem today? That's a look you usually have to download.
Okay. I appreciate the rather base concern, but I can take care of my own love life.
Right. In the shower.
It wasn't me, I was home. I don't have to say anything else till my lawyer gets here.
2 witnesses ID'd your car, Mr. Scholler. The Little League bat you used, your kid's, nice touch, was found in a dumpster 2 blocks away. But you were home the whole time. I'm sure your lawyer will find that an excellent defense.
I'm not talking to you.
You see, what happens in an attempted murder case like this, when the perp, that's you in this case, when the perp remains silent and offers no explanation, no remorse, the jury has a tendency to give him the max. What is that in this case, Detective?
40 years. No parole.
Small price to pay for doing the Lord's work.
You think God intended someone like him to minister to people?
Not sure. I don't have his phone number like you seem to.
What should I have done? He touched my boy. He molested my son. 15. What the hell would you have done? Somebody did something like that to your kid. What the hell would you have done?
What is all this?
Stuff for Mom to sign, permission slips and tests.
You can't do this. It says there's a danger of physical injury.
It's a nature walk. We're gonna be looking at beetles.
But it says physical injury right here.
Mom.
It always says that, Will. It was on their permission slip when they went to see Hairspray.
Well, why'd they go see Hairspray? How was that school?
It's theater, honey. I'll sign these. Set the table.
Mom, do you know where my blue shirt is?
Oh, it's in the hamper. I'll do wash tomorrow.
Don't worry, it'll be ready for your date.
Said anything about a date?
No, Rebecca called. Wanted you to bring some dessert.
You and Rebecca have a date?
Ah, she's cooking them dinner.
So's Mom. Doesn't mean I'm dating her.
That's a disgusting analogy.
Are other people coming or just Rebecca?
Just them.
Oh, yeah, that's a date.
Mom, don't look, the men are leering.
So I heard you arrested the guy who tried to kill the pastor?
Attempted murder, that's one way to change the subject.
Yeah, but it's getting more complicated.
I heard he accused the reverend of abusing his son, said that's why he attacked him.
No comment.
There's always a gray area in every situation, Dad. That's what a reasoned verbal exchange tries to explore, and logic can provide proof even when there is no evidence. What does that even mean?
What's she doing now?
Joan joined the debate team.
As if she weren't contrary enough.
She has to argue in support of the draconian security measures instituted by the school.
Assisted by you.
Spend a day seeing what I do and you'd ask for more.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, we're gonna study. Assuming we still have the right to assemble.
Oh, Adam, I've got lots of applicants for the new art teacher.
Cool.
Okay, we have to determine the heat of a solution of an ionic compound in water.
Okay, O equals Q heat plus Q water plus Q solution.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Can you believe what we have to learn to go to college to get away from our parents?
Hey, this isn't chemistry, yo.
The necessity of martial law? Abdicating civil rights? Are you insane?
It's research.
You really are the daughter of a cop, aren't you?
Grace, I joined a club. It means nothing.
Words have power. You're giving power to this.
Understanding and controlling stuttering?
Oh, great. So she's helping someone stop stuttering so they can spout this repressive propaganda.
If I can help Scott speak in front of a crowd, don't you think that's a good thing?
Not if you're turning him into a mouthpiece for tyranny.
Wait. Okay, I understand that we disagree about debate, but you're doing this whole seething smoke coming out of your ears thing. We can disagree and still be friends.
This is fundamental. This is basic human rights. Friend.
I'm doing this to help Scott!
Guess we're not gonna study tonight, are we?
Why didn't you tell me the school needed an art teacher?
Well, I'm gonna tell you a lot of things that happen at school, Will, because most of it is boring, but since you're suddenly interested, Marlene got an ugly paper cut today.
You applying?
I beg your pardon?
To be the art teacher. You're qualified, the administration knows you, the kids love you.
Don't be ridiculous, Will. I could never take that job.
You work already.
Well, the hours would be a lot longer than they are now. There'd be papers to grade, lesson plans to create, their after-school conferences.
And you'd love it.
This house would fall apart.
We'd all pitch in.
You just think it's so easy. Our genius son can't even find the salt.
Helen, we can do it. I'll make a list of chores and every week.
Hey, I am not just some housekeeper you can replace. I'm a mother, and that means being available to my children whenever they need me. And the kids do still need me, Will.
Of course they do. Not necessarily in the same way they have in the past.
Now, how would you know that? You're at work all day. And when you are home, you run off every time you get paged. I'm not blaming. Yeah, I understand, and I'm proud of the way you do your job. It's just, I would have thought you would have understood me, too.
I'm not trying to fight here, Helen. Some things would have to change, yes.
Well, they are not going to. Not now, not while my kids still need me.
Okay, whatever you want. This is your decision.
So these notes you made on the advantages of school security, really good. Like professional good. Because at first, I didn't agree at all. And then I read these notes, your notes, they totally convinced me.
Cool.
So why don't you read them to me?
Nah.
Come on, Scott, they're primo. You should have enough confidence to shout this stuff out to the world. Come on, let me hear that voice of yours.
School crime has decreased.
That's good, good, good. This time look at me, okay? Just look right into my eyeballs when you say it. Eyeballs, confidence. Confidence, eyeballs. Got it?
I don't need another speech therapist.
What? No, I'm not. I've always been into stuttering. I mean, how about that left hemisphere of the brain messing up the messages to the mouth, huh? I mean, who hasn't read about that?
Look, I don't want to be here, okay? My father thinks that debating will help, but it only makes things worse.
But you have so many great ideas in here. And some very impressive big words. I mean, it would take like 2 guys to lift these words. They're so big. Look, all you have to do is find your voice, Scott. Just let the world know what great thoughts you have.
My voice.
Yeah. Listen, if Winston Churchill, Marilyn Monroe, James Earl Jones, Carly Simon, they can all cure stuttering, so can you.
Who's Carly Simon?
I don't know, but James Earl Jones is Darth Vader. That is so freaky.
My dad was just trying to protect me, that's all.
I know, Daniel. But even if the allegations against Reverend Yardley are true, your father still has to answer for what he did.
Well, they are true.
And the court will take that into consideration in your father's case. We just need to get a statement from you.
I was at the church, and I helped out there sometimes with the after-school committees, and Reverend Yardley seemed nice. We'd talk, he was a good listener, and then this one day he asked me to come to his office, and that's when it happened. He, he put his hands on me. Down there. And then, he tried to kiss me and touch me.
Take your time, son.
My dad told me not to spend time with him.
Why?
What do you mean?
Well, did he suspect something happened?
No, I just meant, being gay, it's a sin.
You know, Daniel, my daughter said something the other night. She's on the debate team. She said, logic is a way to find truth. And what you're telling me, son, it just doesn't seem logical.
Why?
Well, if your father didn't know then that the Reverend was gay, why would he tell you to avoid him?
He touched me, and it was a sin.
Then why didn't your father come to us first?
He was so mad, and he kept yelling about being gay, and he just wouldn't listen.
So you tried to talk to him?
Yeah.
You didn't want him to hurt Reverend Yardley?
No.
But he wanted to. Because he was gay. Not because he was a molester.
My dad was just trying to protect me. He wasn't, he didn't want me getting mixed up.
Mixed up?
Look, he told me I'd go to hell. He's my dad. He's supposed to know what's best, right?
And was the Reverend telling you something different?
hated myself being this way. I'm so alone, I wanted to kill myself. But he said, Reverend Yardley, he said that God loved me no matter what. He understood what it was like. He wasn't even gay, and he understood me.
So he didn't touch you?
He was my friend. When I tried to talk to my dad, he just screamed that the Reverend made me a fag. He ran out of the house telling me I'd see what happened to sinners like him. But I didn't know what he was gonna do, I swear to God. I'm sorry. He was my friend. The Reverend was my friend. He was my friend. He was my friend. I compiled all the data and wrote an opening affirmation.
Wow. This is fearsome, Scott. You did all this in one night?
Well, writing is no problem.
Apparently not. Writing is kind of like your voice, huh?
I guess so.
I mean, the world can hear you this way. You can let people know what you think this way, right?
What are you saying?
This is your voice, Scott. You have to go with your voice. I mean, you should be, like, writing for the paper or something.
You mean quit debate?
No, not quitting. Moving on to what's right for you. Wouldn't you love to see your stuff in the paper?
Yeah.
Do it. This is about you. Not your dad, not Mr. Enfield. This is about you, your voice.
I'm a writer. I quit.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Brooks?
Quit. I quit. Thank you. I quit.
I totally have this down, God. So any luck finding Adam and our teacher?
No, and Price says he's going to fill that position by Friday no matter what.
Adam told Price he should hire you.
Really?
Yeah, can you imagine you grading my friends? You and you.
I used to teach, and I've been exhibited.
What are you saying, Mom? You can't teach at my school. It's like incest or something. I'm gonna go get the hamburger meat. Hi, 2.5 pounds of hamburger meat, please.
So, you quit debate, huh?
Shouldn't you be in the produce section? I always thought God would be a vegetarian.
You know, I was surprised. You were only in debate for
3 days. Because I'm good. I am so getting this whole mission thing. I'm getting even better at the riddles. Finding his voice. That was a good one because at first I thought I had to cure his stuttering, which according to the books could take years. Oh, lean beef, please. My mom's on a health kick.
You aren't done, Joan.
But I completed the mission.
I wanted you to join the debate team to be in a debate.
Come on, if I argue in favor of that stupid policy, Grace is totally gonna write me off.
So your position has no validity at all?
Yeah. Grace is all political and knows about this stuff, and I know what a drag it is to get searched.
So you think believing something to be true makes it true?
Well, if believing in things is wrong, that would put you out of business pretty fast, wouldn't it?
I don't exist because people believe in me. I simply exist, whether they believe in me or not. Hanging on to beliefs, that's not truth. Open your mind, Joan. Read what Scott gave you. Be a part of that debate tomorrow. Here. Doesn't get any fresher than this. Just ground it.
I can't believe Grace won't talk to me.
Why? I went for weeks without talking to you, and I can't hold a grudge like she can.
Yeah, but you had a good reason. She's being a jerk. You don't think she's right, do you?
I usually don't listen to what's going on unless I hear my name.
I mean, there are arguments on the other side. Scott put together some amazing facts that I couldn't get out of reading. Grace could at least come to the debate and listen.
She is.
How about you?
Me?
Yeah, are you coming?
You want me to?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll come.
Adam, we're okay now, aren't we?
Sure. We're us.
Here are the applications. I put the best one on top of Mr. Rooney.
Fine. Put them in my inbox and I'll go through them in the morning.
Okay, he's not ideal though, because he does go on. I mean, I had to sit and listen to him denigrate abstract expressionism. He feels de Kooning and Pollock are overrated. They're only responsible for one of the major artistic revolutions of the 20th century.
Do I seem engaged in this discussion, Helen?
No? As usual, no. I'll put them in your inbox.
I talked to my dad about the Yardley beating. Go to follow-up. You could use it if you want. The kid's going to live with his aunt. When he went to say goodbye to his father, the guy wouldn't even look at him.
Kevin, this is wonderful. A little, loose and free with the commas, but hey, it's tight, descriptive.
Thanks. Listen, about tonight, can't make it. I have a family thing.
Oh.
So sorry about this short notice.
Kevin, we can just have a nice dinner.
No, we can't. It's already more than that. This used to be easy for me, Rebecca. I mean, I used to know how to handle a night like this, but I'm not that guy anymore.
I never knew that guy. I invited the guy you are now.
And, I think I should figure out who that is first.
Go. I have doubts. And you think your doubts have any validity? You were certain about Grace. You were dead wrong. It's not your field, dude. Go. I'm engaging in an exploratory mission. That's all.
Glennis? I just wanted to wish you luck on the debate.
Thanks. It's kind of awkward that I'm opposing Joan, but... Are you okay? You're flushed and your breathing is rapid and shallow. Oh.
You must be the best health teacher at the Y.
I feel it's important to have a complete grasp of the information in order to teach the kids.
Your breathing is also increasing. It has to do with restricted capillaries and increased blood flow. You know.
I know. The hypothalamus gland processes external and intellectual stimuli, which tells the body how to respond.
I read the Wallen and Ross study. We seem to share a lot of the same interests.
Yes. So you must know that if my heart rate continues to increase, I might get lightheaded, which wouldn't be good for the debate.
No, not at all.
So I should go.
Of course.
was a study published in the Washington Post that said one incident of minor violence in school, you know, like someone getting decked or mugged, can lower the rate of graduation. That was like a complete surprise, wasn't it? Psychologists at psychologists at Johns Hopkins, big important medical school, have found that while increased security can also create a sense of anxiety, that the anxiety is nothing next to the sense of security, which allows students to focus on their studies.
So they can grow up and be part of a system which will take away even more of our civil rights.
This is not a free-for-all. It's a debate. Please continue, Mr. Ruddy.
In Florida, their zero-tolerance policies are responsible for a 37% reduction.
You know, this whole debate is a joke.
I have a very strong rebuttal.
Like it matters. No matter what happens in this debate, those metal detectors will still be there. They will still stop us and search us.
I would like you to leave, Miss Polk.
Oh, gee, remember free speech, Mr. Price?
Remember decorum, manners, civility?
Yeah, all the things they use to keep us down. Well, guess what? Today is about freedom.
You call what you're doing right now free speech?
You are not debating this young woman, Mr. Ruddy. I suggest you not deviate from the rules.
You're so gonna win this debate.
That's right, Girardi. Party line. That's what it's about.
All right, out.
And what's it about for you, Grace? Your idea of freedom is a world where everybody agrees with you?
You believe in this crap?
I don't know what I believe. I know Ramsey came in here with a gun. I know people could have died. You, me. You said I think like this because my father's a cop? Like that's bad? Yeah, my dad is a cop, and you may think that makes him some kind of pig, but he deals with those guns every day. This is not some political thing for him. This is reality. He's had them pointed at him and shoved in his face, and that makes it real for me too, because every time I hear the cops are someplace and shots are fired, I wonder if I'm ever gonna see my father again. I don't think we should have to, like, live in some prison. That sucks, but I do know we have to deal with this. We have to work something out. Even if it's not what we started believing in the first place. I know I'm mouthing off, Mr. Enfield, and I can't cite some report to back up my theories. This is just how I feel. Sorry I messed up the debate.
You made quite an impression in there.
I don't need the sarcasm. I tried to debate, I tried to do what you wanted, and I lost it, okay?
I thought it all turned out just fine. What you did up there, it was true. You found your voice.
Great! Great! Thanks for the lesson. It cost me my friend.
Because you two don't agree about things?
I don't have a lot of friends, okay?
Do you know what grace is, Joan?
Yeah, pissed off.
Do you know the meaning of grace? It's a touch of truth that lets you see the world in a new way. It's a gift that can only be felt when you're open enough to accept it.
I don't really apologize, so this isn't happening, but I just should have thought about you.
You would have been so proud of her, Will.
Somehow these days, every time we're proud of Joan, it involves chaos. Do you think that's good?
I don't think we have a choice. I filled out the application today, Will.
What?
For art teacher. After everything calmed down, I realized how much braver my little girl was than me, so I filled out the application, I threw the others away, and I just left mine in Price's inbox. You're the first person I've told. I am so scared, Will.
You can't be brave if you're not scared.
It'll be okay.
Sure.
Why are you home so late?
Paperwork.
You were gonna come give me a kiss, right?
Always.
When your secret heart cannot speak so easy. Come here, darling. Please, baby, start. Have a little faith in me. When your back's against
Just don't flunk her. I don't think any of us could handle that.